All right, greetings, salutations, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Today is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. And I remember we were red yesterday or green. Had a couple of ups and downs this week. All right. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Just going to pull up the economic data for the day. Check out the calendar. So today we have already had continuing jobs claims, export prices month over month, year over year, import month and year, initial jobless claims, up at 217 with a forecast of 210. Jobless claims 4-week average. We got the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. All the Philly Feds. We got retail sales minus autos. And let's see, retail sales year over year. And then we've got business inventories coming up at 7. We got the housing market index coming up at 7 as well as retail inventories minus autos. And then we've got natural gas at 7:30, and then some treasury auctions, and then we got the 15 and 30 year mortgage rate, and we have the Fed balance sheet coming up. So a lot of reports today, all of medium importance, nothing like major important, but we do have a lot of reports today. Gold up here at 27.48. Yesterday it was hovering around 27, and today we're hovering near 27.50. So gold definitely making some improvements. Trail max at 699 on this account here. That is one of our 50s. And then trail max sitting at 128 on our secondary 50K account. Gold looking bullish, seemingly as always. And we're getting a decent little looking pop here. Up down to 4 ticks. And since this one has a much smaller trail max, I'm going to drop this down to 1 contract. We'll look for a red to yellow here. Oh, just popped on that. Go ahead and buy the bid there.
Order filled.
All right, in 1 contract on gold with our account that was doing well, then we kind of overtraded it. Actually didn't, but kind of. We took one really bad trade on this account. Whoa. Crazy. That was so close to being a good trade. Like 1 tick away right there. Big sell-off on that though. Popping up a little bit, back at break even on this one. Kind of struggling right there. Getting some volatility on gold.
Order filled.
We got that trade. That was a little scary of a trade. We earned about $50, 45 on that one. I'm going to switch over to my account that's a little bit larger, and we'll go on 3 contracts. And I'm going to grab this entry here.
Order filled.
I'm looking for about 4 ticks pop. I do think I should have waited for a better entry on this one, especially with that pullback. Wow. and the volatility that I'm starting to see on gold right now. So we're briefly in profit there for just a moment. Kind of trading near the highs. Big swings right now on this. I still feel relatively confident in this trade. I was one tick below.
Order
There's our
filled.
sell. Oh, we're still in one contract though.
Order
All right,
filled.
there we go. Now we're out. Okay, so that was 120 after fees 105. We're trading near the highs, so I'm going to be a little cautious here. Not to mention, there's a fair amount of volatility in gold right now. I'm going to take a look at the ES. I've not had any luck trading this lately. I might get one good trade followed by one really bad trade. So that's what happened on this account a couple of days ago after we had got it into profit. We were quite a while to get it back into profit because it was down pretty far. And just to have it go right back around on us. So ES doesn't really look like my trade style right now anyway. Oil still climbing, nearing 80. So some rejection at 80 on oil, but it's been climbing steadily for about a month and a half. Far away are we from VWAP? Very far away from VWAP. We got VWAP down here on gold at 27.34. We're trading up here at 27.50 area, 27.47. So about a $13 gap from the VWAP here. As you can see, we pulled back several times to the 50 moving average and have popped on it pretty consistently. So for the time being, that seems like a reasonable, reliable data point for buy entry. On the initial rip, our pullbacks were to the 9 EMA with rips, and then pullback to the 9 EMA, and then that's when we started. After looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 9 EMA bounces, and we finally broke down a little bit and started consolidating in this range here. So this account's sitting up 105, our other one's sitting up about $50, 45, I believe. Making another op here. Gold's been really pretty reliable to trade with the TTM. Although this pop before the TTM is a little unfortunate that we missed that. I want to see a pullback to about 47.5, 47.6 or so. About a 70-cent pullback. There's a cyan switch there. Highs up there at 49.1. We may actually break through the high right now. This bounce off the 200 moving average looked like a great buy point. Run from 46 to 49, $3 move. The silent switch was a great buy, and now we just made a new high there. Double top on a new high. GTM sitting at 1.7. And a bit of a rejection on that high there. 3 taps of it. That really was the move, and just kind of missed it. The TTM is a little late on gold, I've noticed. Whereas with the S&P, it's usually pretty spot on. Gold, I tend to see it be slightly late. There's a pullback to the 50 right there and down to 48. Pop off that. Again, another great trade up. I'm still learning gold. I've only been trading it now for about a week and a half. But I do like its movement. Trail sitting at 805. You got this range right here going on. There's a new high. Box is kind of distracting me. So we have this approach towards 2750. Along here.
Order filled.
I missed the push of where I was going for with that. See if I can just exit right here.
Order filled.
Okay. I guess we could have kept our full trade on, but I'm a little nervous when I'm trading at the highs. So made about 80 or so on that one. Sitting up 181 on the day. Account is currently down roughly 850. So big pullback there off that high. And we're coming up on 7 o'clock. Nine is dipping below 12 at this time, so I'm kind of expecting some pullback here. I also have red on the TTM. I'm somewhat considering a short. It's just so bullish right now, so I don't actually want to, but it does look like a short to me, especially if we drop below this 50 moving average. There's red on the TTM. And we got a 9, 12, 26 cross to the downside. Kind of don't want to push my luck. I'm going to switch over to this account here. And do one contract. There's the downward push. So this count has very little trail. It's at 169. So my goal here is just to bring this one back above like 200, maybe 250 if we can. Currently sitting at 45 in this count. It's about to be 7 o'clock, 30 seconds. I don't know that I actually want to be in a trade right now. So I'm just going to watch, sit back, and we'll see how this trend is beginning to form. I was right about that short. So that definitely would have been a good short, about a minute and a half long or so. So the entry would have been right here on this cross, maybe right here on this red candle. So, and then ride it down 48 down to 47. So big spike there at 7, or actually here's 7 o'clock now. So big spike a couple seconds before 7 o'clock, and followed by a big sell-off. About $1 spike and $1 drop. Mostly buy orders on this candle here. Look at that drop. Boom. This is why I didn't want to be in a trade at this time. So let's take a look at the calendar of that drop, like the new reports. So 7 o'clock we had business inventories drop and the housing market index, as well as retail inventories. So retail inventories are down 0.1% from the forecast, up 0.4 from the prior. So inventory is up, which could indicate less buying. Housing market index is up ever so slightly, up from 46 to 47 with a forecast of 45. Now the Wells Fargo housing market index is based on a monthly survey of home builders. They're asked to rate current sales of single-family homes and sales expectations for the next 6 months, and to rate traffic of prospective buyers. Scores for responses to each component are used to calculate a seasonally adjusted overall index, where a number over 50 indicates more builders view sales conditions as good rather than poor. So sort of in that area where we're somewhere between like good, bad, we're kind of in between, with the worst month that I see on here is August 24. And I remember, a fair amount of my real estate friends in August saying, got a lot of inquiries, but not a lot of buyers. So essentially it was like no one's selling and no one's buying. It's kind of like this stalemate going on. And that's sort of where the market's been with housing for a couple of months now. So I was definitely right on that short. We had a big spike right there, right before 7 o'clock, and it continued to sell off afterwards. Sitting down here at about 46. Getting some rather decent volatility on gold right now. 1 minute side, this is a pullback to the 50 moving average. You've got this 9, 12, 26 crossover right here to the downside. I'm trying to get my TTM to work here. TTM is roughly at flat 0.1. So this could go either way. With that crossover right there, looking more short to me. And with this nearing a red candle, looking more short to me. Not saying that's what's going to happen, but it's what it looks like. We still need to wait for this candle to close and get a little bit more information, because this is right on it. So this is crossing on the current candle. Usually what we want to see is we want to see crossover close before taking a position. So there's that close of the crossover there. There's the red on TCM. So this does look like a short. However, it is sitting at this 50 moving average here, which could easily bounce and turn back into a run towards highs. So not saying either one will happen, I'm just saying what I see. Only sitting at 7:04 on time. ES fallen all the way down to 59.78. It's not really fallen all that much, but big spike here. Whoa, even bigger spike. I'm gonna buy up that pullback. Missed that entry. That's why I was saying about it could bounce off that 50 moving average. Buy up this entry here. No fill. There's still a trade here.
Order filled.
All right, got in long here. There's a little flag.
Order filled.
All right, we got that. That was a 1 and 4 on the account that's a little low. So that's above 200, up 80 in that account. And getting some volatility. Hit a new high there at 27.50 flat. And now getting a big sell-off from there. So I might go ahead and call it here, even though we're getting this volatility. We're up roughly $81 and brought this trail max back up to 204 from 120 or so, and up 181 in the other account. Still have a ways to go to get these accounts back to break even and make that eval a little bit better. Now, guys, I wanted to announce something before I jump off here. It's a little bit hard to say, but I do want to let you guys know that I'm going to be walking away from this stream. I'm going to be ending this stream. Will no longer be streaming anymore. And that is for a couple of reasons. I know I left once in the past, back in October of 2023, after streaming for about a year and a half or so. And that's for a couple of different reasons. One of them is simply that recently I was given an opportunity to use some of my marketing skills, some of the skills that I trained for before my accident. And and actually, before my accident, ran a reasonably successful business offering marketing services. And recently, I had been communicated, and somebody had asked me if I could consult on a little bit of their work, and I've done a little bit of that consulting work for them over the last 2 months or so, and it's been quite rewarding, but also it's felt really good to be able to get back to the skills that I actually trained for. And the business that I used to run before having my accident, for those of you guys that don't know, back in 2016, I had a horrible accident that left me blind. Um, I was unable to speak for several months. When I did finally get my speech back, it was very slurred. I occasionally still mess up my words and slur my words now, something that was not a thing before that had happened. And this accident caused a brain injury. Uh, and that brain injury that that I had, I used to speak significantly faster than I do now, and most people tell me that they can't notice, and that's great. But I know how I spoke beforehand, and also I know what my vision was like beforehand. My eyesight has come back a fair amount. I still have vision impairments and whatnot. But the point of all this is to say that I won't be returning to streaming, and I have no intentions of coming back in the future, as opposed to before. I ended it, and I had intentions of coming back. I no longer have intentions of coming back to this stream. So tomorrow will be our final stream, and I hope that you guys are able to be there. If not, I completely understand, but we will be moving on from that. And with this closing this door, a new door opens, and for that, I'll be forever grateful. And for those that showed up here consistently and supported the channel, supported the stream, and decided to get your prop firm from me and support that channel as well. I very much appreciate you guys. I'm eternally grateful. And this is kind of hard for me to say goodbye, but it is time to move forward, and I will be moving forward with a new chapter in my life, and I'm very grateful for that chapter to be reopening, or rather, a new one to be opening in my life, and it's perfect timing as well. My wife and I are about to have a daughter, our second child, and we've always wanted more children, and so this is a very much a natural transition uh, to to our life. So I'm eternally grateful to you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for our final stream. Stay safe out there in the markets. Keep honing your craft. Stay optimistic in whatever it is that you do, and always give forth all of your best efforts. Lay it all on the table and do the best that you can always. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for our final stream. Bye for now.